Hi, Pigeon. It's geriatric. We need to talk for a minute, Pigeon. I need to update you on a few things. As you know, we try very hard to invite all political leaders and parties and MPPs and MPs on our show. And, some of them are challenging because we are part of the LGBT community. But I must tell you about one specific, Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario. When he was first elected, went out of our way to say, hey, we would love to have you on the show and talk about the LGBT community and talk about how we can support each other, blah, blah, blah. We were really nice. We got a lot of information from the press secretary from the Premier saying, yes, they'd love to do that. It sounded really good. And we were like, oh, great, this seems really exciting. I may not agree personally with the political view of the Conservative Party. However, I do recognize they're just doing their job, and they are doing what they think is best, most likely, even if it's wrong. So once we're communicating, we have a bunch of emails back and forth setting us all up. Well, when they seemed to find out that we were part of the LGBT community, all communication suddenly stopped. So it raises the question to me, what are you, Doug Ford, are you a homophobe? Are you a big homo? I just gotta know. Or, like, are you just afraid of coming on a talk show that you just have no control over? Because we're going to ask you questions and get you to try to clarify what you're doing. Like, if we were talking about COVID-19, one of the questions I asked, what makes you think regional lockdowns work? Because you've tried how many times now and it still doesn't work. But here we are again with a big provincial lockdown, emergency break. I think that's what you called it. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's probably not going to work. But anyway, that's irrelevant. But the point is like, why would you agree to come on the show and then all of a sudden stop? Like, we didn't criticize you or done anything against you. We're just doing our jobs about talking about supporting the LGBT community. Like, how do you do that? How is your party supportive of the LGBT community? Like, how are you making your party more inclusive, Mr. Ford? But it seems like you and your MPPs don't want to answer those questions. And the media doesn't ask those questions, Pigeon. They don't ask the hard questions. They don't ask why you're doing this and why do you suddenly think this will be working. And also, the Premier doesn't let them ask those questions either, which is a problem, Pigeons, because you're not getting the truth. You're getting a version of what they think you should get. Well, here's my question, Doug Ford. Are you a big homophobe? Or are you going to put on those big pants? Those really big pants, because they gotta be big, and come on our show and let's have a talk, Pigeon. Let's talk to the community. Let's get questions from the community. Let's really, really have a question about the people of the province. Because every time you open your mouth, it doesn't seem to be about the people, Pigeon. Pigeon Ford, put on your big, big, big boy pants, be a man, and come on the show. Thank you, Pigeon. Talk to you soon.